Hi boys and girls, this is Mrs. P. I'm going to read this book, You Can't Take a Balloon into the Metropolitan Museum by Jacqueline Price Weitzman and Robin Price Glasser. So they are in New York, and the Metropolitan Museum is very famous. So let's find out about it. And so this is a little drawing of New York. And the museum is really big, and there's all kinds of people that go there all the time. And here's our title page. You can't take a balloon into the Metropolitan Museum. And these are hot dog vendors that they have all over the place in New York. And the dedication says, "For our mother, Marcia Priest, who brought us early and often to the Metropolitan Museum and taught us not only to look, but to see." And I'm thinking that that right there is probably the mom and one of the kids. And so there she goes with the balloon. However, this guy is not too sure about that. I don't think there's any words in this book. And so he tells them, "Stop, you can't take that in there." And she is horrified, that she might lose her balloon. So I think the man is thinking of a solution. Yes. And so he thinks, okay, we're just going to tie it to this pole and it should be fine. And so she's concerned, but she goes off with her mom and he's satisfied. And here they go into the museum. It's huge. And then look, next page. A bird sees a balloon, and the bird sees a little string, and it's probably a pigeon. And so he takes off, but the guard is not paying attention. And then when he does see, he runs after it. They're getting ready to go up the stairs and look at an art exhibit. And so here's the mime, and there goes the bird, and the guy knocks the mime off the steps, and the bird goes right through a little jazz troupe that's playing. Oh, look. And the balloon heads into the bus. And in the meantime, the little girl and her mom are there looking at paintings. So little boy gets a hold of the string, and now he's got the balloon and he's on a bus. And so he is heading through the city with the museum guy running after the bus trying to get the balloon. And then the balloon gets loose right at the entrance to the zoo. And so the man, he's got to go to the zoo. So he's fishing around in his pocket for some money. So that's fun. And then he's following the balloon, and he goes past, I'm thinking the polar bears. And he goes past the seals. And then It looks like he's trying to jump over the water because the balloon is right there. I don't think it's going to turn out very good for him, though. And then here is the little girl and her mom, and they're going through the statues. Well, they're in the museum. Statues just happen to be there. So, look at. He hits the fisherman, or the man who's feeding the seals with the fish, and the seals love it. But they bounce it, and then off it goes. Meanwhile, they are still looking at paintings and having a wonderful time. And here is the guy with the fish and the museum guy. And they're right behind a whole pack of dogs, or a dog walker with a whole pack of dogs. And they're following the balloon. Uh-oh. They get tangled up with the girl who's walking the dogs, and the balloon keeps on going, and it's now in Central Park. So with the dogs and the girl and the fishing guy and all the people and chasing the balloon, it's a big mess. And here's the little girl with her mom, and she's mimicking the ballet poses. And here goes the balloon past the ice skaters. And look at this. That balloon is causing quite a mess, isn't it? We've got the dog walker. She fell down. The dog tripped him. This dog is like almost choking. This dog looks okay, but not too sure. But this lady tripped, and so did that guy, and her hat went over her face. And the museum guy is somewhere in here on the floor, and so, oh, he's right there. And so are other people. So here they go. They're still in Central Park. And look, the balloon is heading. I do believe John Lennon lived in that house. And here they are, and now there's a bunch of them chasing the balloon. And in the meantime, there is a girl and her mom at the museum. And the balloon has gone uptown in front of the plaza. And there's really important people in there. And there's a wedding going on. Uh-oh. And here goes the balloon. Let's see, what kind of a mess is the balloon going to make? Oh no, the balloon is getting wrapped around the bride's hair. And here are all these people chasing it. And the balloon goes in the hotel. And so do the dogs and the museum guy and the guy with the fish and the dog walker and the people that are on ice skates. And what's happening? Oh, look, there's Woody Allen. And the balloon has gone right through her hair, and it's kept going. Meanwhile, the girl and her mom are looking at the famous paintings. And the wedding's going on, and the harpist is harping. And there's the balloon. Looks like it might be running out of a little air. And there's a balloon. And a woman pouring her tea. And a little girl with her mom or her grandma or whoever it is. And here comes the balloon. Oh, no. You notice that every time I turn the page, the focus is on whatever's painted. So here goes the balloon, and I think it frightens the harpist, and so she accidentally knocks it over. And look, this dog goes over to the little girl who is having lunch. This dog's barking. The man with the fish is tripping. The guy with the museum worker, he's chasing the balloon. This is just complete chaos. And then the balloon wanders over, or flies over, or blows over. I guess it doesn't really get to fly all by itself. To the luggage rack. And then there goes the happy couple out on their little horse-drawn carriage ride. And all these people are pointing to him, you know, get the balloon, get the balloon. And so what do we have? We've got, I forget what what they're called. But anyway, he's taking the suitcases to the room. There goes the husband and wife. There go the ice skaters. There goes the dog walker. Here comes the dogs. The man who was feeding the seals. And the guy in the museum. And in the meantime, the horse has got the balloon. And that guy doesn't even realize it. And here we are, back at the museum, looking at the famous ceramics. Okay, this is going to be a long video. And here we are at the museum and the courtyard. And all of our friends running up the steps. And over here, there's a fountain. And all these people are looking around. Where's the balloon? I don't see the balloon. And so here, they're just looking. I don't know where it is. Mom and daughter are still looking around at the museum. But the balloon has become entangled in the top of this bass, or this cello. I'm not sure. They haven't opened the package yet. So they take chase again. And they're following, and they're running behind this guy, and he's wondering what's going on. And it looks like they might be back in the museum, but in a back room. This guy's wondering, why are they chasing me? But I don't know if he's realized there's a balloon there. And then here's the little girl and her mom, and they're looking around. And here's the balloon. It's gotten loose again. And I do believe they're right in the, oh yeah, look. They are right in the middle of a performance. And the performance, it looks like, is going to get interrupted by the ice skater. And the boy with the luggage, and the dog walker, and the dogs, and the ice skaters, and now, oh my gosh, look, quick save. He stopped that from falling over. But now we've got everybody in the play. And these people are falling off the stage into the orchestra pit. And the elephant is trying to get the balloon. And here is the mother and daughter looking at a painting by Jackson Pollock. And now the balloon's outside again, and he's following a bike messenger. And now he gets attached to the package. Now the elephant's wild, and so are all the performers, and they're just still trying to get the balloon. Meanwhile, Mom and the daughter are having a wonderful time at the museum, while the balloon is floating out beyond the fountain. And now we've got all these people looking for it, and it is out over the water. Oh, I know where that is. That little place right there is called the boathouse. and it's on the far side of Central Park. So, mom and daughter are exhausted. That is the painting of George Washington crossing the Delaware. Honest biz. And here are all the people that have been looking for the balloon, including the elephant, in a boat, which would never happen, out in front of the restaurant, the boathouse, in the pond at Central Park. Now a kid has the balloon. Oh my gosh. And they're just trying to haul the boat out so they can get there. And here, back at the museum, the daughter's she's getting tired. And the balloon is floating off. And she's just exhausted. This is I believe this is a Monet. So they've gotten into the French Impressionist section. And the elephant is just trying to get squeezed under the bridge. And let's see. And there they are back. Well, this is the front of the museum. Look, there's the balloon. There's the mime. And the balloon becomes wrapped around the mime's arm. And he gets over there, and everybody catches up. And now they're excited because look, he's got the balloon. And this guy, well, he's just worn out. Oh, and these people, the married people, they're having a wonderful time. And so the mime says, "Let me be of assistance." But he can't use words because they don't talk. And he gives it to the museum guy. And then the mom and the daughter are coming downstairs. And she's so excited to see her balloon. And he is just torn up. And she just loves it. And she thanks him. And here this guy is a hot mess. But he's done his job. And then they leave and go home. So that was a fun little book without words. You can't take a balloon into the Metropolitan Museum. I hope you get a chance to check this book out. But even more than that, I hope one day you get to go to New York and go to the Metropolitan Museum. Okay, bye.